Amen. I snuck
Amen.
up on you.
Amen again. What do you think?
That sounded great. I caught me when I was in the hall.
Yeah, that's a really good album. That is probably my.
Which one is that?
That's the original live one. This is a 45, 50-year-old album. It's an old album.
Ah.
I just picked it up downstairs. I must have bought when I was a kid. I bought this album. I'm 70 years old. I bought this album when I read out of high school, and this is a copy we just got downstairs. But it's called, I think, From Every Stage. Yeah, From Every Stage. It's an oldie.
I could tell what was cool. You were totally enjoying yourself.
Well, that's why I listen to music.
Exactly.
That's really what it's about.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter what, the equipment is great.
Yeah.
But it's more about listening to the music and enjoying it. What we're listening to here, and I'm very familiar with the music, but not familiar with the equipment at this point. We just got finished with this. This is like the second. We made 12 pair of these, or
Yeah.
12 each, 6 pair of these, and one that was a workhorse. And this is the first time, that I've actually listened to the finished ones, sitting down, and with the new preamp, which isn't. None of these are released yet, and. And the speakers are not broke in, and the room is terrible. But anyway, the music still sounds good.
Absolutely.
It's
That
the
was
kind
great.
of stuff that gets into your soul.
Exactly.
And this album is like that. It's an old protest album from Vietnam War days.
Yeah.
So it's got tons of stuff in it that's. Some of these they're basically protest songs, the whole bunch, including Amazing Grace, which she doesn't believe in God, so this really makes it kind of interesting that she sang that, because she's had a thing afterwards, an interview I saw with her. She said, "Oh, I don't believe that, but it's a nice song."
Have you heard the Amazing Grace with Aretha Franklin,
Yes.
where she's in the small church?
Yes.
Whew.
No, I collect it. I collect that song.
Oh.
So I've got everybody doing it.
Yeah.
I've got it digitally. I couldn't find it on the album. I got it digitally.
Yeah.
But. I get there's a lot of almost any female vocalist from even up to this era, they use that as a key song because it's very dynamic and it stretches the voice out.
Right.
You get the whole spectrum of their voice. So I got stuck here with the Cars yesterday all day playing first cut on the Cars. I couldn't do it.
That's great.
Not all day, so I went and got a relief album for myself. Because most of the albums we got there, I'm just not into hard rock that much.
That's one thing it's so nice when you can just put in not so-called audiophile music, put in music you love, and then it just sinks in and you're like, I'm in a better mood.
This is a 2-record set.
Yeah.
This particular record, this side has got a bunch of stuff that I kind of grew up, and everything I used to evaluate hi-fi when I was 20 years old.
Yeah.
It's like the guitar and the voice and separating and getting the imaging right. This album did everything right. I'm trying to think who did it. I had a company for 35 years at Big Audio, and the last iteration of the company, we switched over. We're 70% pro audio now, not high-end home. Most of our high-end home goes to OEMs.
Okay.
Manufacturers that manufacture stuff in the U.S. and sell it overseas. We just sell stands for Magico for their little monitor things. So they're high-end stands. They're pretty pricey, but they sell them with the little Magicos, and I think in Europe they're their shoebox stand is our speaker is $20,000. It's we do that, but mostly we do pro audio, and we get recording studios that we do. And we probably, since I started doing that, I would say 90% of the major studios in the country use our stuff. Yeah. And I used to tour those and talk to the mastering engineers and stuff, and they would tell you which ones are their best albums. And I would go, from a sonic standpoint or from a music standpoint, there's 2 different ways to look at it. But the best guy I remember, for me, is Denny Purcell. I like Denny Purcell. He died. He was a good... Him and Chet Atkins were kind of in business together.
Yeah.
Georgetown Mastering, I don't know if you're familiar with any of their stuff, but he had 200 Grammys that he got credited with. So, and I was just looking to see if he might have done this, but he didn't. This was before him. He had his place on Music Row in Nashville, in between Blackbird Studios and Sony.
Well, good. Well, hopefully you get a lot of traffic today.
Yeah.
All right, take her easy.
Yeah. Thanks.